At enterprise applications, it's kind of an interesting moment right now. We're making a once in a generation shift to the cloud as companies migrate to the cloud. But of course, those on-premise legacy apps aren't going to be going any place anytime soon. They'll be with us. So what that means is companies are really in this position where they're sort of handling two different worlds, a foot in both worlds. So, Chris, how do they handle that? The cloud apps and the on-premise apps. How does that work for them?
It's complicated. I mean, companies have been using the server-based apps for over a generation. A lot of them, the companies that have been around that long, and you know people like to use what they're used to using and what they're comfortable using. And with the shift now to mobile devices and mobile apps being enterprise apps becoming mobile on devices, there's a different form factor, a different way to use these apps, and some companies are slow to make the change. But that's where the trends are going. As new millennial employees move into the workforce, millennials meaning anybody born basically from 1980 on, they're used to computers. They're used to using them every day. They're used to chatting every day. They're used to video. They're used to immediacy. And those factors have to be baked into new applications for enterprise, or productivity is going to lag. And companies are struggling now with making that changeover.
John, what's your sense of the interplay between the cloud-based apps and the legacy apps?
Well, I think that obviously a lot of companies have moved applications to the cloud. They're experimenting with applications. They're implementing applications in the cloud, but uh, of enterprises, large and small, that are retaining on-premise because they're comfortable with it. They remain reluctant to move mission-critical applications and customer data to the cloud because they don't want their data to be off-site. They're concerned about the security of these applications, the cloud applications. So this is a continuing issue. For example, QuinStreet's Enterprise Applications Survey found that only 27% of enterprise finance are delivered via the cloud, while only 32% of human resource applications are cloud-based. So, certain applications, core business applications, remain to a great degree on-premise, and it's going to take a lot to really convince these businesses that it's safe to move to the cloud.